Hi, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to have a look at the two backpacks that I use. One is a budget backpack and one is a premium backpack. So I'm just going to really have a look at the differences. If you're looking to get a backpack, perhaps you're looking to spend no more than sort of 50-60 pounds, where this one's going to be in that price bracket. If you're looking to get something much more premium, I think this is about 130 to 150. So both backpacks have their pros and cons. So let's go through it. Okay, so we've got one here from Vango and one here from Osprey. So both very good makes of outdoor apparel, outdoor gear. Vango best known for making tents, making really high quality premium tents. I don't think Osprey make tents, but Vango also make obviously backpacks as well, and other things like sleeping mats, sleeping bags, and equipment and things like that. So Osprey, I'd always obviously heard of Vango, and Osprey I hadn't really heard of them before when I started getting into wild camping, the outdoors, when I was doing my research first of all. So when I did in April 2019, I went and got a cheap, I think it was a cheap bag from Decathlon, and I went and started a long distance trail, which was the Offa's Dyke Path in Wales, and literally a couple of miles outside of Stow, if you know that route. My chest strap buckled and snapped, and from then on I decided, look, I'm not ever going to get spend cheap on a backpack, and that's when I got the Osprey EXOS 48. So so we'll talk about the Osprey first of all. So I've been using this now for about 2 years. So I've mostly been using it for things like doing the West Highland Way and wild camping as well. I actually, just to talk quickly about the Vango, I bought the Vango very recently for winter wild camping, because all my kit doesn't fit in the Osprey for winter wild camping, because this is only 48 litre and that's about 65 litre to 70. I'll talk about that when we talk about the Vango one. But so size, so Osprey, the EXOS 48 is 48 litre, so it's lightweight. If you're looking to do a long distance backpacking trip this summer, and you want to minimize weight, then this is a fantastic bag to go for. Hopefully you can see that. But it's very lightweight. There are two colours. There's a red and black, which looks a lot better, which I prefer, but I could only get the green in the large back system. So Osprey have a measuring device, which is like an app basically, where you take photos of your body structure, your back, and then it actually determines whether you need a small, medium, or a large size back system. And I have a large back system, so it's quite good. Because it means it narrows down your fit much better to your posture, to your back, so you're going to be more comfortable. Whereas you could get a backpack like this, and it's just really, you're just adjusting the actual straps on the back to get the optimum fit for your back. So it's really good. So we'll talk about the back system first of all. So if you can see that, I'm sure you can. I can't always tell on the little GoPro. It looks all right. Now you've got on the back here, I'll do some close-up shots as well, but you've got a nice sort of gap in between the actual backpack and your back. So there's a nice vented airflow system going through the back, so it's fully breathable. But this is the one gripe that many people have when they're choosing a back, or when they're using their rucksack, whether it's on something like the West Highland Way or the Coast to Coast or whatever it is. They get a really sweaty back, and it's uncomfortable. So the first thing is about the Osprey back systems is that they're very comfortable, and this goes a long way to helping. Really goes a long way to helping you have a much more comfortable experience, because the back system's fully breathable. The actual pack is not against you. It's not against your back. It's just it's just got this nice mesh system, which is just venting air through. So it's keeping your back nice and cool. Now the actual straps, they've got a similar sort of breathability system on them. They've got sort of vented airflows on the top here, the bits that are going to be compressed against your sort of shoulders the most. So it's super comfortable. It really is. You'll really notice it. No matter how much you put in here, you'll notice how comfortable everything feels, and how secure everything feels as well. So what we've also got for hiking poles, they've got something called a stow and go system for their hiking poles. So this is where you can actually attach the hiking poles to the backpack and have them on the go. So when you don't want to use the poles, you can just stow them away, and they're just slotted down on the side here. They're not hanging out or anything, so it's really good if and when you want to use your hiking poles. So the strap, you've got a nice, got a very good sort of chest strap here. You can see that. It's got a whistle on there. Don't think it works too well, but now the old, if you're familiar with Osprey, the older EXOS 48, it actually had zip pockets on the belt here, which it doesn't have on this new version, which is, you know, really, they really need to bring that back, because I have to use a separate sort of waist bag really to store, you know, whether it's sort of GoPro batteries or tripods and sort of, you know, things to eat and stuff like that. I found that actually on that backpack that broke, which I just mentioned earlier, they had them, and it's such a convenient feature. So I might get something called an OM, I think, is it OMG sort of chest pod thing, which I'm probably going to get this year. So I'm going to have a look at that. So yeah, that's the only gripe I have about that. But again, it's really comfortable, very secure. And yeah, I can't recommend the Osprey backpacks enough really. They're just so comfortable. So we'll turn it over, just have a quick look. We've got stretch pockets on the side, which have a gap under here. So again, it's all about convenience. You've got your water bottles in there. You don't have to take the bag off to get them. You can just take them out the side sleeves, put them back in, and you can just, you know, just keep walking basically. There's a stretch pocket on the top here. So I mean, what do you need? I've got some got an old track bar in there, so anything that you need during the day, you know, waterproofs perhaps in here, windproof layers, that sort of stuff really, can go in here. And then you've obviously got straps. Another brilliant feature of this backpack is the fact you can put the tent on the bottom here. There's straps here, where if I've got some video, I'll put it in this. I don't know if I have got any footage of my rear end with the tent on the back here, but you can basically attach the tent to the bottom of the bag, so you don't have to have the tent inside the bag, which is exactly what I did when I first got the bag, did the West Hideaway. I stuck my Coleman Cobra 2-man tent in the bag, and didn't actually realise you could do this. So it's really good. I've just got basically a microfiber towel to wipe down tent condensation there, but that's a really great feature. So you frees up loads of space inside, just keeping your tent externally. So yeah, this is just here. Now this is the top, so this can actually be detached, and you can just leave this at home and make the bag even lighter. So you've just got the top, it's got a top sleeve here. So that's a brilliant feature, because it can actually make your bag even lighter than it is. But I always take it pretty much, because this is actually where I will store my waterproofs in the top here, or got plasters, wet wipes, Compeed, that sort of stuff in here. And there's a pocket on the back, on the bottom. Again, waterproofs, whatever you need that you're gonna need access to during the day, basically. Highly recommend it. It's a fantastic back system. Preferably if you're doing, you know, a long distance trip, 11 days, something like that, or any sort of long distance backpacking trail. Fully, you know, just the best bag you can get really. The only downside is it is 48 litres, so it's smaller than something like this. But I do use it while camping, probably more use it in the summer, or I'm taking less sort of, I'm not taking extra winter gear and stuff, which then is where I need to look at a bigger bag. But Osprey do, you know, bigger backpacks. Is it the Atmos? The Atmos, that's the 65 litre, is it 70 litre? Is a bigger bag. But Osprey obviously do big. I think they do a 58 litre in this as well. But yeah, highly recommended. I hope that overview gives you some idea of the quality of it. But I'll be using it on any sort of long distance hike that I do this summer, fingers crossed. and yeah, it's just it's about choosing the right pack, but you won't go wrong with an Osprey. They do separate sort of waterproof rucksack covers as well, so you might want to grab one of those if you're looking to get this bag. So yeah, so let's just move on. So if you want to, if you've got maybe I don't know, perhaps you've got a son or daughter doing D&E. I guess that's probably not happening right now. I'm not sure, but this bag is a very good make. Vango, very good brand. It's not as good quality, definitely not as good quality as the Osprey bag. I mean, if you look at the back system, I mean, it's not. It's got these sort of breathable fibres on the back, but it's not going to do anything like this one does in terms of this one's got an air vent system. So so it's not going to be as comfortable on the back. There's really good sort of pressure points down here for sort of your lower half and your back, but you know, when I took this out while camping, I know I just walked about 5 miles up Kinder Scout, but you know, I definitely noticed the difference in comfort between the Osprey and this one. But this bag's got some really great features. I mean, first of all, it's bigger, so it's a 65 to 75 litre. You can get this if you're in the UK. You can get it for about, I think I got this bag for about 35-40 quid off Argos. Now it's obviously it's a bigger bag, so it's really great, some fantastic room in here. Nice room. There's an entrance pocket on the bottom, which is fantastic, because you've got your sleeping bag or your tent or whatever you need. You can you don't have to sort of troll through the bottom to get stuff out like you would have to do with the Osprey. So this is really convenient. So you've got entrance at the top and the bottom, and there's the option to actually extend this up to, I think, 75 litre, which is basically the top half of it. So you just basically tighten that bit, and there's like this extra bit at the top, which is really good. It's a very simple bag. I mean, it's ideal. I mean, if you're looking to you know, if you've got a lot of stuff to take, then this is a fantastic backpack, because there's more room in it. But I wouldn't be taking anything like this on a long distance hike, because I don't think it's just not going to be as comfortable as something like the Ospreys. You know, I think I'm going to start to feel that. I'd definitely take this on like a weekend trip, a couple of days, but anything more than that, when you've got a backpack on your back for 8 hours for 11-12 days, you want to make sure it's comfortable. And this will be comfortable, but only for you know, I wouldn't, you know, as I say, a couple of days. I wouldn't use it any more than that, really. That's my own sort of opinion. And then the top, obviously, you've got your got a nice waterproof jacket there. I've actually just pre-ordered a RAB, as I shoot this video, a RAB downpour plus jacket, so I'm going to do a video on that soon. Looking forward to that. Never had a RAB product before. Hear good things. So there's sort of like an attachment there. This is great if you've got, I mean, I guess this is really ideal if you've got young kids, maybe teenagers and stuff, because you get them the first backpack. This would be ideal. I mean, it's very cheap. It's fantastic on price for a Vango backpack, sort of, you know, 35-40 quid. You can't really go wrong with that. But out of the two, I'm always going to say, yeah, get the Osprey, because I've used that the most, and you know, if you're doing any kind of long distance multi-day backpacking, you know, it's just going to be a much better fit for you, because it's just going to be far more comfortable on your back. So yeah, just wanted to shoot this quick video, really. If you've got any questions about Osprey backpacks or the Vango backpack, just drop a comment below, and let me know. But that's the doorbell ringing, I think.